Okay, so our next lesson here on the keyboard is going to be learning our first scale. So everything we do in music is based on major scale patterns. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the simple scale, which is C major. The reason it's called the easy scale or the simple scale is because it's got no sharps or flats in it, so it's played entirely on white keys. Okay, so this is where we're going to start, and we're going to build up a picture of all the scales from here. So a major scale has a spacing of a tone, a semitone, a tone, a tone, a tone, semitone. So tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So if we take that from C, which we learnt where that was in the last lesson, if you're not sure when I say the last lesson, just jump onto our website. It's groundbreakcreative.com, and it'll put these lessons all into order for you. It's still free, it's still YouTube videos, but they're just all in order. So from C we go a tone. So now a tone that we learnt in the first lesson is double a half tone or semitone. So a semitone or half tone would be to here, but we miss a key out to get a full tone. So we're going tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Okay, and that brings us back to our first note, which is a C. Okay, so between this C and this C there are 8 steps. That's what's referred to as an octave. So oct being 8, 8 steps takes us back to the same note again. That means that there are 7 different notes in each scale, but we're still going to call this an 8 for now, even though it's actually the same as our 1. So we're going to number these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the other thing we need to talk about is fingering. Okay, so a lot of videos, the fingering is going to be slightly different because they show a twice through major scale. So for the purposes of this and for the purposes of learning what the major scale is and how it works, and building up a picture of all of them together, we just want a once through scale. So that means we're going to take the fingering from the second part of what you'll see on a lot of other videos, which is the twice through. So for the twice through, you would use your first 4 fingers before changing back to your thumb. So we name these generally thumb, first, second, third, and fourth. So thumb or T, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a general way it's done, but when I'm talking about numbers, I'm not going to talk about these fingers so much generally. I'm going to talk about the numbers of the scale, because that's what we need to learn. That's what's going to help us to build up a foundation around what we're doing. Okay, but nevertheless, just for now, we'll number the fingers. So we'll go thumb, and then we're going to go 1, 2, or you could call that 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then what we're going to do when we get to there, so we're using our right hand at the moment, by the way. When we get to here, we're going to take our thumb and we're going to pass it underneath the others to play our next note. And then we're going to go thumb, 1, 2, 3, 4. Or we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we always want to be finishing the scale with our pinky there. Okay, so now if we do that with the scale degree numbers, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So you can practice that now going up and down. So on the way down we just use the same fingering but in the reverse order. Once we get to the thumb, we go over top. Sorry, when we go over top we should come back to our third or second finger. So and that is the C major scale. So you're going to, over the course of doing these different scales, you're going to get used to the way they sound, which is important as we move through music and we learn to hear things. Hearing the way that a major scale sounds is going to be important. So just be diligent, stick with these videos and build a picture across all the scales. It's going to give you a real great foundational learning of just a great picture of music. And yeah, you don't want to go too far down the track without getting this foundation and then try and work your way back to it later. It's great to get it now and get started with it, so we paint a picture of what music as a whole looks like as we go. Awesome. So keep practicing that, and then move on to the next video.